Dave, I am excited, and that's because today I get to tell a story about an awesome man who has overcome homelessness, poverty, and hunger to become a role model for teens right here in San Antonio. And he says through his life's toughest moment, the one constant has been basketball. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Jarrett Turner. It was a story like I'd never heard before.
I would have never imagined this at 27.
And some parts were more difficult to hear than others.
I was crying out to God. There was times I wrote suicide letters and didn't think that I was going to make it.
How could a man with no money, no family, and running low on time turn his life around before his time runs out? The answer? He found peace in becoming a mentor.
And those kids give me life, man. Every time I wake up, I'm just eager to talk to them, teach them something different. And those coaches and parents are phenomenal.
On the surface, Jarrett Turner seems like an average 27-year-old basketball coach. But lucky for the kids on the Ballin' Is a Habit basketball team, Jarrett and his team are anything but average.
We're all one big family. So when I first heard about Ballin' Is a Habit, I came to talk to Jarrett, and he just started training me a lot more. And I come to learn his heart, and just with the whole program, he just likes helping people out.
1, 2, 3, family, let's go.
It wasn't always easy for Jarrett to help others out. In the spring of 2006, at the age of 18, he found himself tired, lonely, and homeless.
I just felt like there was no hope for me. You know what I mean? It was a low moment, and I didn't know how to process it. I searched all around and tried to find something, but I needed more. I think I needed to jump out there and do something before it was too late for me to make that decision, to give it all up.
Jarrett lived on the streets of Washington, D.C., sleeping in cars, witnessing violence, and even contemplating suicide. But after 2 years without a home, he decided enough was enough.
I think everybody wants to live and have a good life. Everybody wants to do something that they're recognized for. And one thing I did not want to do, I did not want to be a failure.
All right, let's go, let's break it down.
I think basketball is the one thing that has motivated me and helped me, even through my lowest moments, that gave me that peace. And for the little kids in that time when it was low, hey, how you doing? Can you help me do that move that you just did? And I'm like, wow, all these little kids, and we're in a bad neighborhood. We're in a neighborhood where, kids walking over dead bodies is bad.
Still living in the streets, Jarrett found he now had two passions: basketball and mentoring.
That built something in me. That built my character, that built my strength emotionally and physically, where I can say, even though I'm sleeping in somebody's house, even though I'm in the car tonight, tomorrow morning I'm gonna take my ball, and it's some kid out there that's gonna be motivated, and I'm gonna see them out, you know what I mean? Instead of just holding down and just being locked down to that mindset. I just couldn't do it. It's just not in me. It's not in me.
Eventually, Jarrett found his way off the streets and back onto the court. He became a standout for the Texas Fuel, a semi-professional basketball team, and founded his own amateur youth team called Ballin' Is a Habit.
They really make me feel alive, like I'm destined to do something, that I'm just not here. They make me feel like, hey, you have a purpose.
And sure, part of that purpose is to help his team win basketball games, but it's Jarrett's lessons off the court that separate him from other coaches.
I just want them to know that giving is probably one of the most powerful things you can do, is give to people who actually need it.
It's helping people and just reaching out to the community. I've never done that with any team or just any organization, so it was really good doing that.
The beauty of it is that before we started doing anything, our first assignment was feeding the homeless population. We had some people that were homeless that came and spoke to them, and that they were happy and content where they were. And they didn't have a car. They didn't have a house. But for those kids to see, wow, if this man's out here doing it, why am I worried about what people think about me?
Just weeks after feeding the homeless for the first time, Jarrett and his team took on a new challenge: teaching elementary students the importance of reading.
Grown kids, they don't like to read too much, but these kids are actually into it. They actually want to help and motivate and teach kids, because that's a principle that we have instilled in them, for them to pass it on. So hopefully them doing that here, they're doing it for a month. It's going to motivate them and motivate these younger kids to pass up that word and keep it going. Keep it going.
The lessons that Jarrett has taught his team are everywhere. They're in these athletes' words, their actions, and even in the team motto.
You know, on the back of our shirts, we put live to inspire because, you know, while we have breath, we want to just live to inspire other people to do something right and help out the world, be a better place.
It's my friend. There's no doubt Jarrett and his team have done their part to make the world a better place. Now they still need some help making it to tournaments and buying jerseys. So if you would like to donate to the Ballin' is a Habit GoFundMe account, you can find that link on my Twitter page @JeffJonesSports. Dave?